Turn your head in Bristol and you're bound to see a name posted almost anywhere. Why do we see these names all around us? Who were they? What did they do? Why are they important? What's in a name? King University has stood tall in Bristol ever since its inception in 1867. But where did King University get its name? Well, the King name goes right down to the very roots of Bristol itself. Around 1769, Colonel James King immigrated to Virginia, where he would ultimately end up owning roughly 50,000 acres of land in the Bristol area. His son, also named James King, would inherit much of his father's vast land. He would also go on to be a notable senior minister of the Holston Presbytery in northeast Tennessee. In 1866, the Holston Presbytery Church set out to start a Christian college in Bristol. Being a prominent landowner and considering his status within the church, Reverend James King donated the land where King College was to be constructed.
The school was founded in 1867 as a result of the land donation and chartered by the state of Tennessee and named after the Reverend King with the idea of building meaningful lives of Christian education, and has grown since that time. His grandson, Isaac Anderson, donated the land where the college currently stands because it outgrew the land on 5th Street. The first building on this campus was Bristol Hall, and it was largely built through donations of the people of the city of Bristol, so that's the reason it was named Bristol Hall. And since that time, we have graduated hundreds of students. Currently, we have an enrollment of around 2,400 students, and we are located not only in the Bristol campus, but with 13 campus locations throughout Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee. The purpose for the development of the school was to meet the needs of the educational needs of people in the region, and so the Presbytery of the local region, Holston Presbytery, along with several prominent people in Bristol, came together and decided that they wanted to build the college. So he came forward as the first donor with the donation of that property, and then the school was founded immediately following. And another Reverend James Doak Tadlock served as our first president in 1867.
The land that Reverend King donated for the school also held a special significance for him as well.
The site of the initial land donation by the Reverend King was actually the site where he gave his Christian testament, and so it was very meaningful for him to donate the land in the founding of a Christian college.
King University had several goals. Strengthening students' faith was only one of them.
The school was set up initially, it was an only male institution, and it was set up initially to educate a rigorous academic education based on a Yale University model. The first president, in fact, was a Princeton Seminary graduate, and so it was established under the old academic American tradition with the concept of it being the Glory Grove. King was founded with high academic standards. We began admitting women in the 1930s and have continued, of course, to do so. And the purpose of King today is very similar to the initial mission, which is to meet the educational needs of the people of the region. And we take pride in bringing students from across Southeast Tennessee and Northwest Virginia into the institution and providing a quality education that provides them with job opportunities at the conclusion.
From its humble beginnings with a small land donation, King University has evolved into something much more.
The school, having started very small, has grown to around 2,400 students. We have multiple campus locations, but one thing that is also very different from its initial founding is we have programs in different delivery models. So besides the traditional undergraduate student who would come here and live after completing high school, we have programs for adult students who want to either continue with a 4-year degree or a master's level. And one of the reasons for the change to King University from King College is we are a master's level comprehensive university.
Reverend King died in 1875, but he left behind a legacy that has withstood the test of time and will continue to be enjoyed by many generations of students to come.
Well, the donation of the land was a legacy for the King family, and his grandson donated the current property. And so because King College was founded through the Presbyterian Church, and as a reverend of the Presbyterian Church, there were covenants established with not only the Holston Presbytery, but other presbyteries within the Southeast region. And so as a result of that, he, of course, was a participant in watching it grow and develop through his work as a reverend in the community.